Okay, 906 item is our public input item, 6.1. And we have a form from Virginia Bautista. If you'd like to come up. Oh, shoot, I don't have my 3 minutes. Can you set it when she starts? Yeah, just state your name and then you'll have 3 minutes.
My name is Virginia Bautista. I'm here to speak about the cat overpopulation. It's dramatic how it has grown. And we don't have a spay neuter clinic. For example, I've been performing this service for my community for 15 years, taking cats and kitties out of the county to get them spay and neuter. I have a full-time job, but I do this at the site. Take them out of the county. Why? Because we don't have spay neuter clinics. We have our Lake County Lakeport Animal Control, which only give us 1 appointment per month. SPCA 3 times per year. How can we help to have a spay neuter affordable clinic in our Lakeport, in our Lake County? It's not all about being irresponsible pet owners. It's not. It's because our county is charging ridiculous amount of money to spay a cat or a dog. We have to help these cats and dogs. We have to help our animals. We have to help our residents to be able to afford these prices. Okay, right now, we're not going to get any appointments in Lakeport in our SPCA. You know why? Because there is no more funds, supposedly. Okay, so our animals are going to be dying there. A lot of animals are not feral, are not abandoned. It's because owners left them behind when they move away. They move to another house and they leave them behind. Okay, so those cats they get converted to be a ferals or community cats, dying. We're going to be in our houses, really nice and warm, while those animals, those cats and dogs, are dying out in the street. Dr. Richard Beckman died last year on March 2022. We haven't been able to hire a veterinary doctor. Can our board help and make this happen to have our community cat problem back? Can we help the residents? Maybe the county can add a payment or a fee into our property taxes. I don't mind to make a payment annually. Let's have all the county residents to make a payment into it annually to help our SPCA and to help our animal control. We need a solution. We can just turn around and pretend that nothing is happening. A lot of animals, even if you like it or not, animals is going to be beneficiary for all of us.
Okay, that's your 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm going to, just 1 minute, I'm going to grab my. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Elaine Brown, and I'm an educator. And as an educator, we often front-load information before the test and before we teach. So I just want to let you know on September 27th, you may be the ones that started this. There's going to be a talk on homeless at the Sobey. I'm not familiar with that theater. I don't have the time, but I really am front-loading some information that I hope all of you attend. At that time, more can be said. But our homeless shelter in town really needs some help. I was there for 2 hours and couldn't stay the whole length of the time because of the condition of the room that I was in. My former husband was a correctional officer at San Quentin, and I got to, back in the early 90s, walk into that place, and I can tell you by far the prison was much better off than that homeless shelter. That said, I've heard that there was $38,000 from a reputable person in this community that was taken out of that homeless shelter by someone who no longer works there. And that's a lot of money. It's possibly $48,000. That'll probably be brought up. This is just to give you a front loading of information that might come forward. There's a place in Santa Rosa called the Living Room for Women and Children. Perhaps we need a women and children place in town that's overnight as well, because that one doesn't have overnight. But I walked in there the other day to visit someone, and there was a movie on TV that had blood in it. And I've been told that a lot of words are spoken there that children probably shouldn't hear. So that's another concern. Again, the 27th, and I would like to say on the 27th, I know California enacted something right before COVID where people could go into a place of employment that's something like a store and take $900 merchandise and only get a misdemeanor. If the county can somehow, like the federal and the state are different, if we can somehow protect our merchants here, that wouldn't happen. I don't know if we can override what that ordinance. I don't know how that works. I'm just the people telling you. And also I was up in recently this weekend on the dam up at Pillsbury, I heard. They're going to just not let it happen, and the water's all going to run out. And I talked to a lady named Edie up there who has a store. I haven't had the ability to research it, but they just spent $4 million on the dam last year, and now they're going to get rid of it. And PG&E doesn't want to take up. I haven't researched this. One of the turbines, they don't want to fix it, but that really affects this community and the wineries and everyone. So I just want you to look into that, and thank you.
Okay, thank you. Michael Hansen?
Good morning, Board of Supervisors. My name's Michael Hansen, and I just recently took a ride up and over the hill from Upper Lakes over to Lake Pillsbury, and I'm noticing there's a logging operation going on, but they have these big piles of, I'm assuming burn piles like they do in wineries, but I noticed that they're wrapped in visqueen, a black tarp. Are these used to set these fires, or what are these being used for? And that's a concern for me because, you know, we have enough pollution in our airs and waterways and our poor animals out there. And I believe this is something that should be addressed, not only by this county, but by the state of California. I'm assuming that they're using these black tarps to start these fires as an accelerant, but that is black plastic, and it's just polluting our air and waterways, and it's a concern for me as well as many others in this planet. So I'm wondering what can be done for this. And that's about all I got. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And just to add to that, that wood could be used for people that are in poverty or even people that want to go up there and get wood. It's usable.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And just as a reminder, during public comment, we're not allowed to have a conversation about this, but you can speak with the supervisor. It sounds like you were probably up in the Mendocino National Forest, which is governed by the National Forest Service.
Okay,